Okay, now that you have that outlined, we're moving on to step 2. Now, this is what was new last week. I know some of you struggled. That's okay. That's why we're spending one more week on this method. Step 2 is you're going to choose 2 this week. Last week you chose 1 from the analysis topics. They are on page 234. You're going to be choosing 2 of them this week, and they've added 2 more, so I'll teach those to you now. The main character. If you choose the main character as one of your analysis topics, what are some of the things you'd want to identify? You could identify qualities about the main character, qualities about David, or qualities about Goliath. It's up to you. A quality about David would be he trusted God. He had faith in God. Qualities about Goliath, he did not. He trusted in himself. Their motive, the effect of their actions. Was there any change in that person? Did they learn anything? So this is one of the analysis techniques you can use. You can use the main character. You're going to tell about that main character. List their qualities, their motives behind what went on, the effect, the change that occurred, or what was learned. Another one is the message behind the story. What were some of the questions you'd want to answer if you chose message? One of them was main lesson. What was the main lesson that could be learned? What were the changes that took place? Personal experience. Anything similar? So if you chose analysis, the message analysis, you would want to incorporate main lesson, what changes occurred, some similar personal experiences you might have, and then some personal significance this could take, you could take away. So what could you take away from this story of David and Goliath? Remember, you have to choose 2. Next we have setting in the mood. With setting in mood, you want to list some vivid descriptions, significance, okay, for setting in mood, vivid descriptions, significant development of the plot. You could list symbols. And lastly, style and the literacy technique. And we've done some of this in our writing. Imagery, decorations they used. Sentence variation, structure, like did they use very short sentences? Did they have some medium, some long? How did they write this piece of literature? What was the structure of the piece? So you're going to choose two of these. You can choose main character, message, setting and mood, or style. But you need to choose on step 2. Choose 2. Analysis topics. Main character, the message, setting and mood of the story, and the style. Okay, so we've got step 2. Choose 2 of these. Choose 2 analysis topics. Let's go over a little bit what those could be. Our topic could be the main character. You could choose David. You could choose Goliath. You would want to describe them. You would want to tell more about those main characters. What are the qualities that they possess? Were they brave? Did they trust in God? How did they change? What did they learn? The message. What is the main thing you could take away from this story? What changes happened to David or to Goliath? Or you can choose someone else in the story if you want to. It doesn't have to be just those 2. If there's someone else that you think you might be able to write a good analysis topic on, you can choose that. Have you had any similar experiences yourself? Personal significance. Does this show you how to walk by faith? What's the Goliath in your life? Vivid descriptions. Did they use any vivid words? What was significant about the development of the plot? Did they use any symbols? Was there anything that stood for something else? We could say Goliath could stand or symbolize maybe a problem we don't think God is in control of, or we're having a hard time trusting God with that problem. Style and literary techniques, imagery, decorations, dialogue. What specifically did they use in the writing that showed the techniques? Some of them we've learned, but you could find some in there and you'll talk about those. So you're going to use 2 this week. So choose 2, and then you can write your keyword outline for step 2.